Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Can't you see she's spittin' nerdy? Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy.
Good morning, everyone. Today I am driving to San Diego to hang out with my family, spend some time with them, and recruit them into helping me ship all of your shirts out and stuff. Today is going to be a very busy day, especially because we're on week 6 of Project Comeback. It's pretty intense this week, and I got a lot to do, don't have much time, so we're gonna see what we can squeeze in. My guess is that I'm not gonna hit my step goal today, but oh well. Right now, I'm just making myself a little Earl Grey tea for the drive down, because I don't want coffee, because I've had coffee at least 2 days this week, and as you guys know, I try to limit that to like 2 days a week, and if I start doing more, then I'm like, I should back off a little bit. But I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. Like, I'm a little tired. So, wanted a tiny bit of caffeine and just something to sip on just to like keep me awake. Also, now that it's winter, I'm just totally in tea mode. Like, anytime I got cold when I was in college, I would be drinking 2 to 4 cups of tea per day. I haven't quite been doing that while I've been in Los Angeles because it is hot, but now that it's cold, it's tea time. Tea is steeping, now it is time to hit the road because I wanted to leave an hour and a half ago, but I didn't go to bed until late, so I slept in because I figured that was a good idea, but now it's really time to go. I made it home! My house is so Christmassy. Here is my mother. You guys all like my mother. Here is my father. You've seen him a few times. Say hi.
Hi.
I actually got home like a few hours ago and just spent the last 2 hours uploading a new video as well as posting on Instagram and replying to all of the comments that showed up and stuff like that in the last few hours. I am out for a little walk right now, although it's more like a hike than an actual walk because my parents live on a mountain. So there's a lot of really steep hills to climb up and down. See that? Look at that. I'm gonna have to climb up that and then times 5. Since my original plan for Project Comeback was to simultaneously use it to also lose a little bit of extra body fat at the same time, the way that I structured it was I wanted to start at 10,000 steps on week 1 and then increase by 2,000 steps every week for the duration of 6 weeks. So I'm on week 6 right now, so that means I'm theoretically supposed to be taking 20,000 steps per day. And honestly, this was probably not one of my brightest ideas to incorporate into Project Comeback. 20,000 has just been, like, I'm fine walking that much, but time-wise, it has not been at all sustainable. It takes me approximately 2 to 2.5 hours of walking to hit 20,000 steps. And one of my goals for Project Comeback was to develop a lot of sustainable habits, and this is too much. But on the other hand, I'm kind of honestly glad that I decided to program it this way so that I could find my upper limit. Because once I hit about 18,000 steps, I realized that that was kind of my max that I could ever really practically try to do in a day. And 20,000 is just, it's to the point where yesterday I didn't even hit 10,000 steps because I just felt kind of defeated and knew I wouldn't be able to hit 20,000, so I didn't even try. Which is not a good mentality, but at least now I know where that limit for myself is. And pushing myself to these limits has taught me what I can do and what I am capable of, and has forced me to learn how to prioritize walking and to learn how to make this happen if I do want to in the future. So we're in the last week of Project Comeback right now, and after this I plan on slowly backing off my steps back to maybe around, I think I'm gonna set my goal as between 12 and 14K, because that's where I felt really good about my activity level, and it also felt super sustainable. I'm also really out of breath because this hill is very steep. But check out this view though. San Diego is without a doubt one of the most beautiful cities on the planet. I love it. I miss it so much. Anyway, got distracted. So I'm gonna slowly lower my steps down to between 12 and 14K because that's where I felt best. I know that if I tried to maintain this level of activity for more than like a week or two, I would completely lose motivation. I do not need this much activity to achieve any of my goals. I don't need this much activity to be healthy. I don't need this much activity to be at my desired body fat percentage or look a certain way. But again, I'm so happy that I did push myself to try to do all of this activity this week, because now I know what is not sustainable for myself. I now have a much more clear idea of where my personal sweet spot is for my activity level to keep me motivated, to keep me healthy, to keep me active. All of that is to say, this is my final week of Project Comeback. It is the final little push of my 6-week shred, and after this, what I plan on doing is slowly scaling back my activity level to a comfortable point while keeping my maintenance calories at the same level. So this will effectively be a little bit of a reverse diet, except it's my activity level that I'm dropping rather than my calories that I'm increasing. My mommy's back with food, all of the veggies. Also, she made some chia seed pudding earlier, and I'm going to have one of those with her. What'd you put in it, Mom?
Four Sigmatic
Chai,
and then I put in cinnamon, fresh ground vanilla extract.
Wait, you put in ground vanilla and vanilla extract?
Yeah, oh, and lion's mane, Four Sigmatic lion's mane.
Okay. This is where I get it from. She makes things just as complicated and fancy as I do. You did a very good job.
Oh, thank you.
This is delicious. I was worried it'd be too powdery, but somehow it's not.
What'd you put on top?
I put on some cacao nibs, some hemp seeds, and some nut butter.
I'm gonna do pecans today.
Oh my god. Full disclosure, by the way, I also ate about a handful of marshmallows. My mom came home with marshmallows. They were there. I wanted them, so I ate them. I should probably put them away now though, so I don't eat the whole bag, because I've had quite a bit of sugar the last few days. It's Christmas tree hunting time! Get the pick out a tree together! I like this one.
That one's really nice.
It's really pretty. That is a very, very nice tree. I also love that we're already decorated for Christmas. It is now just about to be gym time, so I'm gonna head off to the gym. Today is an upper body day, so I'm doing a full, complete upper body workout. I don't split my upper body into different muscle groups within my upper body, so I'm doing that, and then afterwards, I'm gonna be doing some HIIT. I got a question on Instagram the other day asking whether or not I do cardio, and until about 2 weeks ago, I would have told you none, zero zippo. If you love running or if you love rowing or whatever kind of cardio you love doing, if you love any kind of movement whatsoever, please continue doing that movement. But cardio itself is not at all necessary for weight loss. It's not necessary to get abs. It's not necessary to be healthy even. If you've ever lifted wearing a heart rate monitor, you will know that it gets your heart rate up. Like, lifting does incorporate cardiovascular exercise, and so lifting is also very good for your heart. You don't have to do additional traditional cardio like running or standing on the elliptical for an hour just to be healthy. And I'm not at all saying you should not do cardio. As I said before, if you love it, please keep doing it. Also, I think it's a great thing to throw in once in a while just to give your body a different stimulus, something else to adapt to. But as far as weight loss goes, it's not necessary. I personally detest cardio. Like, I do not enjoy it at all. And after learning that it wasn't something that was necessary, it completely revolutionized the way I look at exercise and fitness and health. That's why I'm so passionate about making sure everyone understands that traditional cardio, while it's great if you want to do it, is not at all necessary. How I've used cardio during my Project Comeback has been as a little turbo button at the very end to push me closer to my goals right as I'm hitting a deadline. That's kind of how cardio should be used, at least as far as weight loss goes, because consistent cardio actually does slow down your metabolism. If you're running every single day for half an hour, let's say, I'm pulling this number out of my butt, let's say you burn 300 calories a day through running. Eventually your body is going to get used to that. It's going to understand that every day you're burning through those 300 calories, and it wants to conserve calories. It wants to start using every calorie more efficiently, and so you start burning fewer and fewer calories at rest and during your workouts because your body wants to conserve all that. It expects it, and so it doesn't want to let go of that energy that you're trying to burn off. So it slows down your metabolism. So if you start off your weight loss journey doing an hour on the elliptical 5 days a week, eventually your body's going to get used to that, and you're going to have to keep up with that amount of cardio just to maintain your weight. And then if you want to continue losing additional weight, you're either going to have to cut calories further or keep increasing your cardio. And at a certain point, you can't keep increasing your cardio. That's just too much cardio. That's why if you want to use cardio for weight loss, you should do it at the very end so that you don't give your body time to adapt, and it gives you just that little push that you need to go the last little bit. And that is why I am implementing HIIT the way that I am in my personal project comeback. I think I did 2 HIIT sessions in week 5. My original plan was to do 3 in week 6, but I missed one, so I'm just doing 2. So by the end of Project Comeback, I will have done less than an hour of cardio, and I think personally that I've seen a huge transformation in my body without having done a ton of cardio. Like, it's kind of maybe hard to see in this lighting, but I think my baby abs are peeking back through. You might have seen that in one of my more recent body update things. I think I'm looking generally a lot leaner, and it's great to be able to make all this transformation without having to do cardio, because I was one of those people that used to think that cardio was my only option as far as fitness went and as far as maintaining my weight went, and that's just not the case at all. Again, if you love it, please do it. Don't let the fact that it might slow down your metabolism a little bit scare you away from it. But if you're just looking to lose weight and you want to know how much cardio you need to do to make that happen, the answer: 0. So if you've been hating your life on the Stairmaster for the last few months and you want to make a change, not only to your body, but to your exercise and your fitness routine and lifestyle, I highly recommend picking up some heavy weights, lifting those heavy weights, doing that repeatedly, and just trusting the process and being patient. Anyway, I have procrastinated going to the gym long enough, so it is time for me to go get a little workout in, go get a little HIIT in, and then come back home, have some dinner. I'm hungry. Okay, super quick workout recap because my parents are waiting for me to go to dinner and they're absolutely starving. That was a phenomenal workout. Like, the upper body work was as good as I would have wanted it to be. And then the HIIT session, I kind of hate to say it, but I'm kind of falling in love with HIIT, which is so weird because I do not like cardio. I was dreading doing HIIT, and this just has kind of transformed my relationship with it. Like, it feels so good. I walk away from the elliptical feeling like my lungs have been purged of all the bad stuff and they just feel like fresh and clean. And today it was super great. I was able to push myself even harder and do 1 extra interval. I've been having to stop after about 11.5 minutes. FYI, if you're doing HIIT and you can do it longer than 15 minutes, you're not doing HIIT. You're just doing interval training. The intensity is not quite there enough for it to be called HIIT. With HIIT, you should be working at about 95% of your max for 15 to 20 seconds. If you can do the movement that you're doing for more than 20 seconds at the intensity you're at, you're not doing it intense enough. You should have about a minute of recovery in between, and then you repeat that for up to 15 minutes. If you can do it more than 15 minutes, then you're not hitting 95% of your max effort during your intervals. So in my HIIT sessions, I've been aiming for between about 10 and 15 minutes, and the last 2 I've hit about 11.5, and this one I pushed myself for 1 more interval, and it felt so good. Like, I can already feel my body adapting to it and having better cardio endurance, and it's exciting. But anyway, I think my parents are gonna eat me for dinner if I don't get downstairs right now so we can go to dinner, so let's go get some food.
Getting some steak, some Brussels sprouts with, I believe, turkey bacon, and some rainbow carrots with roasted beets, and then a side of Moroccan chicken soup and a kombucha. Boom. Clean plate club. Heck yeah.
It is now 2 a.m. again. I just spent the last 3.5 hours writing little thank you notes to everyone who bought my shirts, because I'm gonna start packaging those and shipping them out this weekend. This is how many I've gotten done. This is about a third. So I've done about 50. So I have quite a ways more to go, but I'm actually having so much fun doing it. Like, it's taking forever because every person, if your name is on the list of people who bought a shirt, I'm trying to look you up and figure out who you are, because I know I've talked to most of you, but I recognize you by like your Instagram handle or something rather than your actual name. So I'm stalking each and every one of you, trying to figure out who you are before I write you a note. And it's been fun to just see who has all purchased the shirt. And my mom actually just made these cute little like custom cards for me just to be able to do this. It's gonna show up on this cute little paper, and I'm so excited, but I'm also extremely tired right now. I did not get enough sleep last night. It's now late again. I have a lot to do tomorrow, so I should probably go to bed. If there's one thing that I haven't worked on enough during Project Comeback, it is solidifying my good sleep habits. I was doing pretty well for the first 2 weeks, but I think I didn't have any particular plan in place for myself, and so I've just kind of let it slide. But once I'm done with Project Comeback, I think my next like project for myself is just gonna be committing to working on stress and sleep for the next few weeks and just getting that locked down, because that's really important and I have been failing at it. I'm gonna go shower and go to bed now. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up, because it really does support me and my channel, and I really do genuinely appreciate every little single thumb. Leave a little comment down below with any of your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns. In the meantime, please share this video with your friends and your family and your neighbors. Please subscribe for more videos. Hit the notification button so you don't miss those videos, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.